I would like to lovingly and respectfully acknowledge that we are on the unceded territories of the Tongan-speaking people, otherwise known as the Songhees, Wassanic, and Esquimalt nations, on whose land we work, live, and play. I know that seeing the face of a nun is a bit of a paradox when giving such an important address, that the sisters and nuns of our past, of Canada's past, have played such a terrible role in residential schools and the erasure of many traditions and culture. But we, the Sisters of Victoria, stand with the Indigenous communities to help take back the face of the nun and make it more about joy and support, and that we would stand in support and solidarity and help support the community than oppress it. But now we get that history out of the way. We are here with the intention to help celebrate the community in a different way and bring attention to those queer artists that you know and love. And so we'd like to welcome you to the show and enjoy.
Hello, my name is Noel Kosman. I go by the pronouns he, him, his. I'm currently 21 and I'm African American and queer. I do some work in Victoria with the BIPOC coalition called Capital Black. So I kind of want to speak today on my experience as being African American and queer. So being African American, being a BIPOC individual, I feel like you can show up to as many protests as you want. You can share your experiences of being a BIPOC individual. You can really show up and be proud of that. But I also feel like a lot of my BIPOC queer individual folk can kind of relate that you can do all those things, but you can also experience a lot of homophobia directed from those communities. On the flip side, being queer, same thing. You can put yourself in many situations where you are connecting and building kinship with queer folk. You can show up to protests, like I said. You can be very, very proud of that side of you. But in my experience, I've kind of put myself in a lot of uncomfortable positions where I'm very much so the only queer BIPOC person in the room. And I just feel like there's a bit of, not a bit, I feel like there's a lot of underrepresentation for people such as myself. As much as the queer community is something that is super inclusive, and that's just the basis of what being queer is. Like, we all are there for each other. We all want to support each other. Supporting your queer brothers and sisters and kinfolk doesn't innately mean that you are there to support your BIPOC queer brothers and sisters and kinfolk. That's something that there needs to be a consolidated effort to achieve. There needs to be actual energy applied to that. I want to get to a place where that's innate. I want to get to a place where we don't have to think about it. We don't have to make that aforementioned consolidated effort to achieve those things. I want to get to a place where that is just something that happens right off the bat, something that is so ingrained in our society that we do not have to allocate any mental energy to that, because that is just how it is. But unfortunately, we are at a place where we do need to apply that consolidated effort. We are in a place where we do need to put resources and put people and put thoughts and put energy into creating those safe spaces for people who are underrepresented within a group that is underrepresented. I love what we're doing so far, but I know that we can do so much more. I love how much inclusivity is here so far, but I know that we can get so much more. And I love that now, especially in these trying times, we are putting in that effort to try to reach out to underrepresented groups and putting in that effort to try to connect to our kinfolk who aren't as represented and aren't as, I guess, put at the forefront. So I just wanted to thank the I just want to thank everyone for all the work that they're doing, and really just leave on the note that yes, we're doing so much good work and we're putting so much energy into this, but we can always do so much more. Yeah, thank you for your time. Have a wonderful show. I will probably see many of you around the streets. Yeah, thanks. Bye.
Hello, and welcome to Sashay Princets VII, our first edition of 2021. And can I just say, bye-bye 2020, see ya never. I'm one of your co-hosts for the evening, Chaz Avery, and I'm so excited to be back for Sashay Princets, brought to you, as always, by King Fling and For the Love of Drag. This online YYJ Drag Extravaganza used to be every month. Now we're every other month, the second Friday of the month. And we're really excited to be here with this new format, and maybe having the show slightly less often will make it that much more special. Even though I've got to say every show through 2020 was pretty darn special. Tonight's going to be no exception. I do want to give a really big thank you to our two special speakers, Sister Vera Touche as well as Noel Kosman, who brought us some really important messages and things that we need to consider and be aware of. So thank you again so much. If you would like to be a part of one of our shows, Junk Mail and I have always strove to include people in shows who don't always get a lot of opportunities to perform, because performing is the only way to improve your art. And so we've always wanted to create stages for those who need it, and Sashay Princess is no exception. We definitely are prioritizing performers of color, performers with disabilities, and youth performers. So if that's you and you want to dive into the world of drag, just shoot one of us a message. We would love to have you and help guide you through the process. If you are not one of our prioritized performers, don't you worry. You definitely still have a spot in our shows. So far, we haven't had to turn anybody away. Hopefully, we won't have to anytime in the future either. So if this is something that interests you, please send us a message. And you know what? Even if you do get to perform a lot and you just feel like putting on a virtual number, shoot us a message. We'd love to have you. Without further ado, I do want to go on with the show, so allow me to introduce my co-host for the evening and every night, the amazing Junk Mail.
Thanks so much, Chaz. Hey everyone, it's me, Junk Mail, and I'll be your other co-host tonight for Sashay Princets, a YYJ Drag Extravaganza. Now tonight's episode is lucky number 7, so hopefully that's a good sign to start us out in the year 2021. If you don't know how the show came to be, Chaz Avery ran Princesses, and Princettes, which was an open call 19+ show, and I ran Sashay Café, which was an all-ages open call show. And when COVID hit and we couldn't perform live anymore, we decided to combine forces and hop online, and now we're at the 7th show, which is amazing. So we would like to thank all the performers for wanting to be part of it, and thank the community for their support. Now you're going to see some excellent artists tonight, and if you are able to help them out financially, the tipping information is as follows. First, you can send an e-transfer to loveofdrag@gmail.com. Second, you can send a PayPal transfer to paypal.me/loveofdrag. And third, you can buy a $6 donation ticket. You can get as many of those as you like on Eventbrite. The address for that is sp7.eventbrite.com. We got a heck of a show for you tonight. We got some special guests lined up. Can't wait to see that. But to start us out, get our blood pumping for this chilly January, please welcome everyone's favorite fruit, Honey Do Me.
So you want to go out? How are you going to get there? Okay. Should we call someone? Alright. So, okay. Okay.
gentlemen, in a few minutes we will begin our aqua aerobics lesson. Please come and join us in the pool for 30 minutes of fun and fitness, fun and fitness, fun and fitness, fun and fitness, fun and fitness.
Up and down. Up and down. And up and down. 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 Up and down.
Thank you so much, Honey Doomy. It's an absolute delight to have you in our show. You're easily my favorite fruit. Thank you so much for allowing us to include that number in our show. I loved it just as much the second time as I did the first time. You're hilarious and wonderful and talented, and I love you. Our next performer was previously in a Sashay Princets. They are a drag newbie, and we are super stoked to have them and to showcase them again. This is a super, super fun number. Great use of location. Please welcome back to Sashay Princets, All of This Tea.
Ah, yes. Well, looky here, ah, what do we have? Another pretty thing ready for me to grab. But little does she know that I'm a wolf in sheep's clothing, 'cause at the end of the night, it is her I'll be holding. I love you so, hey, that's what you'll say. You'll tell me, baby, baby, please don't go away. But when I play, I never stay. So every girl that I meet, yeah, this is what I say. Run, run away, baby, before I put my spell on you. You better get away, darling, 'cause everything you heard is true. Your poor little heart will end up alone, 'cause Lord knows I'm a rolling stone. So you better run away, baby. Ah, yeah. Well, let me think, what should I do? So many eager young bunnies that I'd like to pursue. Now even though they're eating out the palm of my hand, there's only one carrot and they all gotta share it. I love you so, hey, that's what you'll say. You'll tell me, baby, baby, please don't go away. But when I play, I never stay. So every girl that I meet, yeah, this is what I say. Run away, baby, before I put my spell on you. You better get away, darling, 'cause everything you heard is true. Your poor little heart will end up alone, 'cause Lord knows I'm a rolling stone. So you better run away, baby.
that was all of this tea. I gotta say, you've got great taste in makeup, pal. Thanks so much for being part of the show. And thank you for the little bunny cameo. Oh, so cute. Now our next performer, she's beauty, she's grace, she's got legs for days. Please welcome from Nanaimo, Slutalina.
I didn't ask for a free ride. I only asked you to show me a real good time. I never asked for the rainfall. At least I showed up, you showed me nothing at all. It's coming down on me, water like misery. It's coming down on me. I'm ready, rain on me. Drop, but at least I'm alive. Rain on me, rain, rain, rain on me, rain, rain. I'd rather be drop, but at least I'm alive. Rain on me, rain, rain, rain on me. Living in a world where no one's innocent. Oh, but at least we try. Gotta live my truth, not keep it bottled in. So I don't lose my mind. Baby, yeah, I can feel it on my skin. It's coming down on me. Teardrops on my face. Water like misery. Let it wash away my sins. It's coming down on me. Let it wash away. I'd rather be dry, but at least I'm alive. Rain on me, rain, rain, rain on me, rain, rain. I'd rather be dry, but at least I'm alive. Rain on me, rain, rain, rain on me. Hands up to the sky. I'll be your galaxy. I'm about to fly. Rain on me, tsunami. Hands up to the sky. I'll be your galaxy. I'm about to fly. Rain on me.
Thank you so much, Slutalina. So great to have you back on our show. You're an absolute delight. That number was fierce and you rocked it. Loved it. Our next performer is one of our special guests joining us from across the water in Vancouver. I had the pleasure of connecting with this artist actually back before the pandemic when they came and performed at Victoria. They offer something really amazing and unique to see on the stage, and definitely they're bringing that awesome creative energy to the virtual stage as well. Really excited to have them join us tonight. Please welcome Skim.
I've been ghosting a long ghost in your house, ghost in your arms when you're tossing, when you turn in your sleep. It's because I'm ghosting your dreams, and this is why I have decided to pull these old white sheets from my head. I'll leave them for days. ghost out of his grave. And I can't make love in my grave. I won't put white into your hair. I won't make noises in your stairs. I will be kind and I'll be sweet if you stop staring straight through me. And this is why I have decided to pull these old white sheets from my head. I'll leave them folded neat and tidy so that you'll know I'm out of hiding. And this is why I have decided to leave your house and home unhaunted. You don't need poltergeist for sidekicks. You don't need treats and you don't need tricks. You don't need treats. You don't need tricks. You don't need no Halloween. You don't need treats. You don't need tricks. You don't need treats. You don't need no Hallows Eve. You don't need treats. You don't need tricks. You don't need me.
And that was Skim, one of our special guests for tonight's show. I have to say, like, that number, mwah, amazing, so creative, loved seeing it. And as some of you may remember, last show, Lamps Bass actually did the exact same song. So it's really, really incredible to see how the artists put their spin on the songs that they choose. Thanks so much for joining us tonight, Skim. Our next performer is our other special guest, also from Vancouver. They are absolutely magical to see in person. Hope you can see them one day. Let us enjoy what they've brought to our screen tonight. Please welcome Mix Bukuru.
I wanna start this out and say I gotta get it off my chest. Got no anger, got no malice, just a little bit of regret. No, nobody else will tell you, so there's some things I gotta say. Gonna jot it down and then get it out, and then I'll be on my way. No, you're not half the man
That was Mix Buckaroo, an amazing performer from across the water that I first was introduced to when we were both in a virtual show that was produced right at the onset of the pandemic during lockdown. And I was so thrilled to be introduced to this fierce and passionate performer. Thank you so much for bringing that fierceness to our stage, Mix Buckaroo. It was great to have you. Our next performer has been in Sashay Princets before with an incredible debut. He definitely brings something unique and special to the table that we're super stoked to have, and also very emotional. So this next number definitely lives up to the first. Please welcome Butch T.
I sit and wait. Does an angel contemplate my fate? And do they know the places where we go when we're gray and old? 'Cause I have been told that salvation lets their wings unfold. And when I'm lying in my bed, thoughts running through my head, and I fear that love is dead, I'm loving angels instead. And through it all, she offers me protection, a lot of love and affection, whether I'm right or wrong. Down the waterfall, wherever it may take me, I know that life won't break me. When it comes to call, she won't forsake me. I'm loving angels instead. When I'm feeling weak and my pain walks down a one-way street, I look above and I know I'll always be blessed with love. And as the feeling grows, she breathes flesh to my bones. And when love is dead, I'm loving angels instead. And through it all, she offers me protection, a lot of love and affection, whether I'm right or wrong. Down the waterfall, wherever it may take me, I know that life won't break me. When it comes to call,
And that number that was tugging at our heartstrings was from our friend Butch T. Thanks, Butch. Oh, so good. So emotional. And just a reminder that Butch T does all the instrumentals and vocals for the covers that he does. Like, how amazing is that? Thanks so much for being part of the show, pal. Our last performer is someone that we all know and love. Here to do his first proper virtual number. It was filmed during the beginning of lockdown in 2020. Please welcome to your screen the one, the only, our beloved Chaz Avery.
I worry about nothing. I am wearing a nada. I'm sitting pretty impatient, but I know you gotta put in them hours. I'ma make it harder. I'm sending pick after picture. I'ma get you fired. I know you're always on that night shift, but I can't stand these nights alone. And I don't need no explanation, 'cause baby, you're the boss at home. You don't gotta go to work, 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 but you gotta put in work, 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 work. You don't gotta go to work, 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 work. Let my body do the work, 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 work. We can work from home, oh, oh. We can work from home, oh, oh. Let's put it in motion. I'ma give you a promotion. I'll make it feel like a vacate, turn the bed into an ocean. We don't need nobody, I just need your body. Nothing but sheets in between us, ain't no getting off early. I know you're always on that night shift, but I can't stand these nights alone. And I don't need no explanation, 'cause baby, you're the boss at home. You don't gotta go to work, 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 but you gotta do the work, 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 work. You don't gotta go to work, 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 work. Let my body do the work, 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 work. We can work from home, oh, oh. We can work from home, oh, oh.
Oh yeah, girl gotta work for me. Can you make it clap? No hands for me. Take it to the ground, pick it up for me. Look back at it all, I'm for me. Put in work like my time sheet. She ride it like a 63. I'ma buy a new Celine. Let her ride in the forest with me. Oh, she the babe, I'm her boo. And she down to break the rules. Ride it down, she gon' go. I'm gon' judge, she finesse. I fight bugs, she take that. Put in overtime on your body.
You ain't gotta go to work, no. Work, 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 but you gotta do work, 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 work. You don't gotta go to work, 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 work. Let my body do the work, do it, do it. Yeah, yeah, we can work from home, oh, oh. We can work from home, oh, oh. Yeah, we can work from home. We can work from home. Oh, oh, yeah.
And that was our good pal, Chaz Avery. Thanks so much for bringing your energy and charisma to the screen in a performance as well as your co-hosting. Thanks, Chaz. Well, everyone, unfortunately, the end of the show, but it's been a heck of a good one. What a way to start out 2021. If you are able to financially help the artists, the tips are pooled and split evenly amongst the performers. You have 3 options if you're able to help us out. The first one, you can send an e-transfer to loveofdrag@gmail.com. You can send a PayPal transfer to paypal.me/loveofdrag. Or you can buy a ticket through Eventbrite. The address for that is sp7.eventbrite.com. The next show is going to be on March 12th, I believe, which should be a Friday. So we've got a bit of time. Going to give some artists a bit of time to stew and create and make some more magical numbers for us. If you would like to be involved, yes, you, even if you've never performed before and you are interested, please get in touch with myself or Chaz Avery. You can reach us through our individual social medias. You can reach myself through the For the Love of Drag social media, which is Love of Drag Vic, both on Instagram or Facebook. Or you can get in touch with Chaz Avery through King Fling. It's King Fling Vic, both on Instagram and Facebook. And we are going to get you in the show. We would love to have you. We love a debut. That's what this show is about. Whether it's your first time or your 12th time or your 100th time, we are here to make it happen and get you on screen, pal. I think that's all I have for you tonight. So glad you joined us, whether it's for the premiere or later on. Thank you for supporting local drag. Can't wait to see you in a couple months. Can't wait to see what this year brings. We'll keep our fingers crossed, but we're gonna keep having more digital drag shows featuring performers of all experience levels. That's all from me. I love ya. Good night, everyone. Mwah. Turn over to my good pal, Chaz Avery. Bye.
Thank you so much, Junk Mail. I can't believe Sashay Princets 7 is over already, but I'm super looking forward to way more to come throughout 2021. We would love to have you. I've been one of your co-hosts, Chaz Avery, producer of the King Fling events. You can find King Fling on Instagram and Facebook at King Fling Vic. Definitely recommend checking out our Instagram because I've tagged all the performers there, so you can check them out, see where else you can find them in shows online, and see what kind of amazing content they post. So I definitely recommend checking them out. Without further ado, I would like to thank you all for joining us, whether you join us in the live stream and join us in the chat box, or if you're watching us after the fact. We would love to get your tips and donations. They get split among all the performers, and they've definitely worked really hard, and I think they deserve it. So please do send some tips our way. You have all weekend to send them. Otherwise, please do like this video, share this video, tell all your friends to check out Sashay Princets, so we can keep having an amazing time all together. Can't wait to see you all in person again. It's gonna happen one day, but in the meantime, stoked we have this platform for getting all together. Love you all. Good night.